He said it so casually, like he was mentioning the weather. "My ex is coming to Christmas dinner." I smiled. Of course. He didn't notice the way my fingers tightened around the wine glass, or how the smile didn't reach my eyes. He never noticed much anymore. That was his first mistake. The past. When I first met him, I thought he was quiet because he was kind, thoughtful, the type who spoke with purpose, not noise. Turns out, silence can also be the perfect cover for deceit. We built everything together: a home, a life, a story worth defending. Or so I thought. He used to tell me, "You're the calm to my chaos." I believed him. I didn't realize I was the audience to a show he was directing behind my back. The Discovery. The first sign came in November, a faint scent of perfume on his scarf. Not mine. Something floral and young. I asked casually, "New cologne?" He said, "Maybe, it rubbed off at the office." He wasn't lying, just not telling the whole truth. Then came the late nights, the unexplained meetings, the turned-over phone. I told myself I trusted him. Trust was the only currency left between us. Until I saw her name on his phone. Anna. His ex. The one he swore he'd moved on from years ago. The message was short. "Can't wait to see you again. Feels just like old times." My hands didn't shake. My heart didn't race. I just stared at the words until the glow of the screen dimmed. Then I smiled, because that was the moment I stopped being his wife and started being his lesson. The shift. I didn't confront him, not yet. Rage is satisfying but brief. Revenge, though. Revenge needs patience. So I played the part. Sweet, supportive, the perfect wife. I made his favorite meals, laughed at his dull jokes, pretended not to notice when he mentioned catching up with Anna. In silence, I planned. You see, Anna wasn't just his ex. She was also engaged to a man named Daniel, a financial advisor. I found that out through one of her very public tagged photos. It's almost poetic how the truth presents itself to those who wait quietly. The plan. Christmas dinner was my stage. I called Anna myself, pretending ignorance. Told her how wonderful it would be to see her again, how much my husband talked about her, how we both thought it'd be lovely if she came. She sounded surprised, flattered, a little nervous. Good. Then, a few days later, I reached out to Daniel. Told him I was planning a surprise dinner for my husband and his old friends. Said it'd mean a lot if he came along, to make the evening complete. He agreed. Of course he did. The execution. Christmas night arrived wrapped in lights and lies. The table glowed, candles flickering, glasses shining. My husband wore that smug grin that used to charm me. Anna arrived first, looking beautiful in a too familiar shade of red lipstick. He couldn't have the spark in his eyes when he saw her. Then the doorbell rang again. "Who else is coming?" he asked. "Just a few friends," I said. And then Daniel stepped in. Anna froze. My husband's smile faltered. I could see the realization crawl up his neck, coloring his skin in slow, sick dread. Daniel looked confused at first. Then his eyes darted between them, and everything clicked. Silence stretched thin as glass. I raised my glass. "Merry Christmas," I said softly. "To old flames and new beginnings." Anna's hand trembled. Daniel's jaw clenched. My husband couldn't even look at me. The truth spilled faster than the wine. Accusations, tears, apologies that sounded hollow in the candlelight. Daniel left first. His ring left on the table like punctuation. Anna followed, mascara running, words tangled in regret. My husband sat there, staring at the wreckage of his own making. I just watched. Calm, still. He whispered, "You planned this." I met his eyes. Of course. The aftermath. He left 2 weeks later. I let him keep the house. I didn't need the walls that had listened to our lies. I took what mattered. My dignity, my peace, my silence. People whispered about what happened. They called it tragic. I called it balance. Sometimes justice isn't loud. Sometimes it's served over dinner, between a smile and a glass of red. And when I think back to that night, the shock on his face, the way his lies collapsed under their own weight, I don't feel guilt, just a quiet satisfaction. After all, he said his ex was coming to Christmas dinner. I just made sure she didn't come alone.